Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video I want to take a close look at the Pocket Go S30, known as the Super Nintendo handheld. It does play more than only Super Nintendo, and the reason I'm a little bit late to the party, I had so much stuff laying around and I never got the chance to review it. So today we're going to take a close look at the Pocket Go S30. The device itself has an option for an external micro SD card headphone. It can save games. It's kind of weird how they said like save games. It's actually like saving the games, quick load, quick save, or just save games. But nevertheless, battery life 4 to 5 hours, 3.5 IPS screen, so a little bit too tiny. Full screen original resolution display, and they mean like you can change out express ratio, or I think they mean like that. Screen brightness adjustment, and it has a 2600 mAh rechargeable lithium battery. But when you're looking at the packaging itself, they did a big improvement over there. So here, like first generation handhelds from China, look at this, how flimsy and how bust up the box is. But this was like the first generation, now we're going to get a very nice box. It's still bust up, like the transport did this box not any good. But yeah, it's a box. But overall, like the packaging, it's very nice, and the handheld, I was really surprised with it. Like I had it for a lot of weeks or months in my storage, never got to it like to make a review, but when I got it in my hand I was completely surprised of the build quality, the way how it feels. Like the buttons feel very nice, it's got a very nice touch to it. And also when you're looking at the shoulder buttons, you can see like it has two different ones, like one that's more like a push and this is more like a trigger. I really like what they're doing over there. Like the form factor, it's a very small, it's not too small for my hand. The D-pad feels very nice, a nice analog stick. Same like a Nintendo Switch, ABXY, select start. So we're going to get all the necessary buttons to configure for the most games. Over here we're going to get some LEDs for indication for the battery, headphone out, and then we're going to get here, like with the Powkiddy logo, the SD card function. And this thing only has one speaker. It's quite loud, but a little bit bummer that they not give you like a stereo speaker, like for example here at the front somewhere, because it gives you like a way better experience. But let's take a close look in the box itself. Plastic. We're going to get this short Type-C cable for charging data transfer, and of course the limited edition yellow toilet paper manual. And this thing doesn't have a lot of explanation, just like how to adjust the volume, backlight adjustment, charging, specifications, and package includes. But let's talk about the specs, by the way. Nerdy time. But let's take a close look at the specifications. The screen itself is a 3.5 inch, not a big one. 480 by 320. It's by the way an IPS display, so it will have beautiful, let's say, colors and a good view angle. The CPU is a quad-core 1.2 GHz Allwinner A33. Take consideration like this device will run up to like 8-bit, 16-bit fine. PlayStation will struggle. Then we'll go to get the GPU Mali 400 MP2, RAM 512 MB, and this device for storage and external and micro SD because it doesn't have internal storage, or so far I know. The built-in 2600 mAh battery will give you around 4 up to 5 hours playtime. Oh boy, so the first thing that we're going to do is removing this screen protector because they completely messed it up. Like there's a lot of air in it. Oh, maybe we can push it out. Oh yeah, we fixed it partially. Like, can we fix it? Oh, no, we cannot fix it all. Oh man, I think I need to remove it. You know what? Let's just leave it as it is. Let's turn it on and let's power it on. If it's going to be powering. Ah, Pocket Go. Yes, let's go. Okay, so when you're looking at the menu itself, here we go to find a couple of interesting things. Okay, so the support for this device, you can see like it has the option to play PlayStation Portable. I can already tell you like it will not run perfectly because it's way too much to handle for this device. I really like the stylish menu. So when you come to the main Neo Geo stuff, let's say 8-bit, 60-bit, 32-bit, think about Game Boy Advance, Sega 32, Sega CD, there's a lot of stuff that you can play with it. So there's a lot of potential. We'll show you some high-end stuff so you can see what this thing is capable of. And overall, I really like it. It's a quite stylish menu. I know like a lot of different updates out there. You can mess around with it if you want to. But overall, let's take a close look at it. Let's put it on the brightest setting, number 10. Will be more convenient to film this time. So let's try some games and let's see how this device handles it all. Wow! Smash TV time! Okay, so let's give you a quick example of 16-bit. Of course, we start off with the Super NES on this Super NES little handheld. The first thing I'm noticing, like the audio itself is very good. for this tiny speaker that's inside this device. Another great feature when you're pressing the on and off switch when you're playing a game, you're going to get in this menu to close the content, but you also can make a quick load and quick save. I think it's a super convenient thing. The only downside is that you can only make one quick load, quick save. Let's turn it on, let's put it in load. You can see like it goes from this point further. The results far now, like there are no slave slots like with previous models. Next up, Mega Drive, or known as the Sega Genesis. All the sound effects are here. This is still one of my favorite racing games on the Mega Drive. The soundtracks are just legendary. Oh crap! Okay, so next up, I just want to try out a higher end video game system. And the reason why is very simple, like a lot of the handhelds nowadays have more power and can run this way better. But you can already hear like it struggles big time. If you can maybe set it up like with different settings, mess around with it, it's possible you're going to get a little bit better performance. Okay guys, so I just wanted to give you a quick look at Sega Dreamcast. And in my opinion, this is just unplayable. It glitches out, and maybe with some tinkering you can get a little bit better performance, but this device is just not powerful enough to run it. Let's put it this way, if it can't play PlayStation 1 properly, it cannot even play Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation Portable and all the other devices. So I think there we're going to get the biggest flaw of this video game system. Okay guys, so shall we just open it up to see what's inside. I just must say that I do like what I see when it comes to the quality. The Pocket Go S30 is like, even for an older device, a really awesome piece of technology. It's like a great way to see how they improved these devices in the last couple of years. I do like the form factor, but we'll talk about it more, because there are some things that I don't like about it. So let's get my prior tools. You can see like the two screws have been removed. There is nothing here underneath. We just need to get some prior tools, just open it up. But it will not be a very difficult task if you ask me. So first of all, let's remove the Powkiddy seal. Yep, we're going to do that. No warranty anymore. Right. So let's open it up, because the sticker will hold it back. Let's pry a little bit here and there just to see if we can click it open. Always be super gentle. So I find it quite interesting to see how everything looks in the inside, simply because like everything is so compact. What I do like about it is that the battery can be replaced super easily, like get yourself a new version. Get yourself the same battery. They can be found on AliExpress or your local electronics store. And then you can basically replace it with a plug. Take into consideration that you always need to order the right one with a different plug, because there are different versions out there. So over here the speaker, there is only one of them. A little bit of a bummer, because why didn't they give like an extra speaker over here? So far I can see there is some space for it. That would be such a better experience for the audio. So yeah, that's it. Like, I want to do a further teardown, because the battery is straight on this device here. You can see like we can click it out. You can remove it like that very easily. But there is nothing else to see to me. To be honest, like you can open it up. You can see there is some thermal paste stuff on here. Kind of weird, because the battery is on here. There is no cooling whatsoever. The PCB is not getting really hot. But then overall, this is what you're going to get in the inside. I just want to give you a quick look. Okay guys, so let's take a close look at the weight itself. Just to give you like an idea, like 162 grams is not a lot, to be honest. And this product feels so much sturdier. For example, with this X6, it's more like this fake PlayStation Vita. Let's give you a quick example. See, like the weight is almost identical. But the weird thing is like this thing feels cheap and flimsy, and when you're looking at the S30 it feels so much more like a quality product. And that is what is really surprising in my opinion. But okay guys, so what do I think of this device? So first of all, the SN30 surprised me. When I basically got it in my hand after all this time that laying in my storage, I did see a lot of reviews, especially from my buddy Retro Gamecore, that made a video about improving this firmware, but just in getting some better performance. But I noticed like with this device, it's so much better quality and it's such an underrated piece of technology if you ask me. Because of this invasion of all these handhelds coming out, this one was just washed away in the seas of handhelds. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this. Did you ever consider wanting to buy it? Yeah, after seeing this video, I'd love to hear your opinion about it. Would you consider buying it? Oh, the biggest complaint I had is like my left hand is getting really like numb because this thing is way too small. So I need to cramp my hands around it. So it needs to be bigger in my opinion. That would be like my biggest complaint about it at the moment. But thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. Hit that little bell, become the Wicked family. And I will see you in the next video.